Hello, friends! I'm your rosebush on the balcony. Welcome to Garden Tips channel, where plants talk.
Today, I will tell you some secrets. Like,
Can you really root my stem in a potato?
can you stop my branches from turning black and dying back?
Is it really possible to get 3 to 5 times more flowers without expensive chemicals? And can you really double my flower size?
Stay with me till the end. I'll tell you my whole story.
I still remember the day you brought me home from the nursery. I was a small container rose with a few bright blooms and tight buds.
You smiled and said, "At last, the queen of flowers for my balcony."
On the way home,
Roses are very difficult, no? They die so fast.
I wanted to shout, "I'm not that difficult. I just need you to understand me."
at home, you did what many gardeners do.
You quickly removed me from my nursery pot.
On the very first day, you shook off almost all my old soil and forced my tired roots into a brand new pot and potting mix. My roots were already shocked from travel. Now they were bare, hanging in the air, and the new soil felt strange and cold.
That night, my leaves drooped a little. I felt scared. If only you had known.
For a new nursery rose, I just need 3 to 4 days in shade or indirect light to settle before repotting. And when you repot, don't tear away all my old soil. Just gently loosen the roots and place the whole root ball into the new mix. After a few days, you noticed I was not happy. No new buds. Some leaves turning yellow. Then you sat with your phone, watched a few garden tips videos, and came back with a plan. You chose a strong clay pot for me, not a thin plastic one that heats up in the sun. The pot was a little wider than my nursery pot, but not very deep. Perfect. At the bottom, you checked the drainage holes. You even placed a few small stones so they wouldn't clog. Then you mixed my new home, loose garden soil, decomposed cow dung or vermicompost,
Some coco peat to hold gentle moisture, and a good handful of bone meal for slow, steady phosphorus.
You smelled the mix, felt it in your hand. It was light, crumbly, and rich. Water could flow through easily, but it wouldn't stay soggy. When you finally moved me into this mix, still keeping most of my old soil, I felt safe. My roots could breathe again. Then you placed me in my favorite spot, a sunny balcony, where I get at least 6 to 8 hours of direct light, but a little protection from the harsh noon sun. You even thought about a green shade net for the peak summer hours. That's when I whispered, "Now I can think about flowers again." For a while, life was good. You watered me every morning, slowly, at the base, until water just began to drip from the drainage holes.
Morning watering is the best for me.
My leaves and soil get time to dry in the sun, so fungus does not enjoy living on me. You added compost every 15 days, always after gently raking the topsoil. Sometimes cow dung powder, sometimes vermicompost. You even gave me a small dose of Epsom salt in water as a foliar spray once in a while.
My leaves turned a deeper green. My buds were bigger. But then you got busy. You started watering me at night. Some days, too much. Some days, you forgot. My soil stayed damp for many hours.
You did not notice the tray under my pot that was always full of water. On my leaves, small black spots appeared. Some leaves turned yellow and dropped. A few stems became weak. Then, on one of my branches, the tip slowly turned brown, and then black, and the darkness started crawling down the stem. That is called dieback disease.
I was scared again. You bent close and looked at me properly.
Tiny pests, like aphids on my tender buds.
You opened your phone again.
And this time, you followed the advice carefully. First, you picked up your pruning shears. But before touching me, you cleaned the blades with disinfectant.
Then, with a firm hand, you cut that dying stem back into the healthy green part at a 45-degree angle, just above a strong outward-facing node.
You removed all the fallen, infected leaves from the soil and threw them far away.
You dabbed the cut end with a little antifungal powder, or neem oil, or even simple turmeric powder.
On my other leaves, you started spraying neem oil once a week.
10 ml in 1 liter of water with a few drops of liquid soap.
The pests did not like it at all. They packed their bags and left.
And slowly, I stopped feeling that creeping death in my stem. By now, you had changed a lot of things for me.
Soil, pot, pruning, pest control.
And if you want even deeper, step-by-step guidance, you can check our Rose Masterclass episode for complete care tips.
Well, one evening, you came to me with a smile and a potato. You said, everyone on the internet is growing rose cuttings in potato.
Will this really work?
You took a mature stem that had just finished flowering, about 6 to 8 inches long. You removed the lower leaves, scratched the base a little, and dipped it in rooting hormone.
Then you poked a hole in the potato and gently inserted the cutting.
After that, you planted the whole potato cutting combo into well-draining soil and covered the setup to keep it moist.
I watched all this and thought, okay, potato, show me your magic.
But I also knew one risk. If the potato rots, the cutting can rot too.
Whether that potato trick worked or not in your garden, only you know.
After a few months of trial and error, you started to really understand me.
You learned that repotting is not for every week.
Just once in a while, and never immediately after buying. Container size matters. A pot that is a bit wider, not over deep.
This helps me focus on flowering, not only roots growth.
Location matters. Keep me away from heavy traffic and smoke.
In a calm, sunny corner, where I can feel the breeze.
I like slightly acidic soil, around 6 to 6.5. Fertilizer routine matters. After raking the soil every 15 days, you added a handful of compost.
Pest control must be regular, not only in emergencies.
And most important, deadheading and pruning. As soon as the bloom started to fade, you cut it off.
Once a year, you gave me a soft pruning, trimming back branches in early spring. Slowly, my shape changed, and I became more bushy, with many strong branches.
You see, I'm not difficult. You just had to learn my language.
If you listen carefully, your rose is already talking to you.
Thank you for listening to my story and for giving me a second chance to be your queen of flowers.
There you have it. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And happy gardening!